Hello, this is Nancy Briggs. I am your instructor for art appreciation. Um, Welcome. I'm making this video to give you all of the information you need at the beginning, hopefully answer most questions you might have going into this 8-week class and what to expect. Right up front, I will tell you that it is a very fast course. Obviously, we're just trying to do 2 weeks of work in 1 week. So it's a very intense course. And I've tried to streamline it and make it as organized as possible for you to get everything done. So each week there'll be reading assignments and inquisitives, if you know what those are. They come with the textbook. I'll go over that in a bit. You may work ahead on each chapter's reading and the inquisitives. So they're already there. They're on the calendar. They're on the pacing guide. They're all the due dates are there, and they're open for you. So those you can jump ahead if you have a chunk of time. Just want to get them over with. That's something you can do, but please read the chapter because without a seated class, there's no substitute. You do have to read the chapters. There'll be activities and projects that will count towards your grade. Sometimes there'll be like mini writing assignments, but there is, drawing and art assignments, more creative assignments, because we want you to appreciate art on all different levels, not just through history. There are 2 chapter tests, so that means like a combination of chapters. And there's also a midterm and a final exam, and the word comprehensive refers to the idea that there's several parts that go into that one grade. So it's one grade for 2 or 3 parts go into it. All right, so evaluation, the inquisitives are worth 20%, chapter test 15%, midterm is 10%. Projects, activities, assignments are 30%, so that's a big chunk, and so are the inquisitives. Those two add up to 50% of your grade, and then the final exam is 25%. There's a lengthier project associated with that. That's why it's so much. All right, this is your schedule. I've posted this on our Blackboard. I'll show you where that is. You see what I have on my mind. I've got the spring break right out there big. So you can see I've color coded it for you so you can figure out the tests are spread out in the yellow. Midterm is after week 8. It's week 9. We take the test, so it's not on there. And then the blue things are the reading and inquisitives, and then the fuchsia, purple, pink things are the projects that you're going to do. So hopefully you see it's a good combination of all these things. And I should say the course is sort of like art history is the first chunk, and then all these section ones are the art parts. We are not doing section 2 and 4 of the book. Those are there for you to look at if you want to, read them or whatnot, but they are not required for the course. Again, we're trying to streamline this and get you to appreciate art without killing you with work. All right, so before starting the course, you have to take the entry verification test. You have to get a 70, even if you've already taken the test in another online class. I know if you have, I've taken it. It takes about 10 minutes to get at least a 70. You still have to take it. So don't not do that. You're not going to be able to see anything that I'm going to show you on our Blackboard until you take that. Even if you can get to the textbook, you're going to be dropped if you didn't take the test from the census date, which is on an 8-week class almost right away. So do that first, please. I'm going to send some notices about that, but that's the first thing you need to be doing. It's not counted as an actual grade in my class. So you don't have to keep taking it to get 100. I'm always a little confused when students spend like an hour doing it trying to get 100. It's just to get you in the course. It's not going to count for you in my class anyway. So just get the 70, get it over with, and get on with the course. All right, Blackboard navigation. Everything is going to be set on our modules, and I'm going to show you the Blackboard in a second. Any forms, instructions, videos, you'll just click on the module tab for that week, and the calendar is also a great resource to use and plan everything. All right, so let me show you our Blackboard. All right, so this is your home page. You will not see this until you take the test. So a big giant box will appear, this thing here, and you have to take the test. All right, so all the things I'm going to show you, you won't be able to see when you first click into the course until you take that test, hopefully. Just take the test. That's all I have to say. All right, so these are announcements. If I send announcements, and I will every week, you will, or more than once a week, you will see this at first, and then over here on the left is the information you need. There's a little tab here. I don't know if you're new to online. Sometimes it doesn't show up, so it took me like half an hour to figure this out the first time. So there it is. That's how you get these tabs. And there's the entry verification to take the test. This is already on the announcements. Course syllabus is here, and we're going to go over that in a second. Attendance policy is here. I'll go over that. Pell Grant verification. We don't need that actually. Contact information and calendar. Sorry, the Pell Grant's an old thing. All right, but really you want to pay attention to here. So modules are where you're going to find all the weekly assignments. Inquisitives, that's where you get the book. I'll show you that in a second. Chapter slides, those are there for you to use to study. They are notes already taken for the chapter. So you can read the chapter, look at the notes, take the inquisitives. That's how you're going to prepare yourself for tests. All right, so let me go over the attendance policy first, because that is a big one on an 8-week class, because it is so few absences. All right, so for this class, I know some instructors do every Sunday, everything is due. For this class, it's a Tuesday, Thursday class. It is not enough attendance chances, I call them, if it's just once a week. That means you would only be able to miss one-time assignments. At least here you can miss 2 if it's not consecutive. So this is the rule here for Tuesday, Thursday, 8-week class, which is how I'm running it. If you have absences that aren't in a row, you will be disenrolled on the 3rd time you miss assignments. If you miss assignments twice in a row, you will be disenrolled on the 2nd. These add up to the 12.5%, right? Because this is 2 weeks then. 1 week is 2 weeks for us, so that's what that means. If it's not in a row, then you haven't missed 2 weeks. So that's the difference there. Your attendance is dependent on assignments that are due. If there's more than one assignment due, as long as you do at least one of them, you will be counted as present. So that's the rules on that. All right. If you go over these, whatever reason, I know there's very few that you can miss. We can look at reinstatement if you are, doing the work and you have a high enough grade. You can be reinstated. If that's not the case for you, then we'll talk about that about that. All right, let's get back to this. So that's the course attendance. If you have any questions about that, please ask me. Or if you know about something with your attendance. I put it again here because it's very important. All right, I'll go over just some things of the syllabus first. I don't want to make this too long. We got work to do. All right, so you can read through the syllabus. This is a description that's just from the catalog. I just want to stress some quick things. You have already paid for the text. This is an all-inclusive class, so it's right there on the Blackboard. I'll show you that. It's Gateways to Art, and that's what the inquisitives are associated with, all the little quizzes you're going to take. We are going to make some art projects, and I should have put ruler on here too, because in class we have rulers. So you'll need a box of colored pencils. Just go to the dollar store if you want to. You need pencils with erasers. If you have art supplies, that's great. If you don't, just buy the cheapest things. That's fine. You'll need some black Sharpie, then extra fine, which is the one that are like a needle point. Um, or if you have some kind of really good skinny gel pen or the Micron pens, those will all do as well. If you buy your supplies from the bookstore because of financial aid, all of these things should be there as well. But honestly, they're probably cheaper over at Walmart or something. All right, so I'll let you read through all this. This again is the attendance policy. You don't need me to read this for you. That's the slide I just showed you. That's the grading system for the school. Um, Class conduct, you don't really need that because we don't, that's for a 12-week or 16-week class. We do discussions, or I do discussions. I don't think that that's an activity that is that important that we can cram it into our 8 weeks. So we're not going to do discussions. So for late work, remember that your work is associated with your attendance. So if you miss a deadline, there's no getting your attendance back, but you may still do the work. And the work that you can do has to be something other than the inquisitives. Inquisitives, 2 of the lowest will be dropped. But remember that the inquisitives are still associated with your attendance on some days. So you'll have to make some choices about that. So maybe if you're going through an inquisitive and you just get sick of it or you just can't do it and you get like a 60, don't worry about it. That one will be dropped and you'll still have attendance. I'm not recommending it because you do need to have all this information for tests, but you know, you can make some educated decisions about that. All right. These are all just things that every syllabus has. You can read through them, and these are other contacts in my department um, that are also here under contact information. If you're on campus, I am on campus as well. I have an office in the BT building. Feel free to drop by if you're over wherever on campus. This is just an online extra cost for you or something. If not, of course, email is the most effective way probably to get a hold of me. All right. Let me show you also the calendar here. If you have been here a while, like any of your Blackboard assignments are here. Your color is this purple color. Those are all my other classes. So when you log in, you'll see all of these for me. They're already there waiting for you. So do the inquisitives. Those are all the inquisitives. Do those when you can, but they have due dates, and I'm not accepting them after the due dates. But if you're at this date, which is 3/1, you could do 3/1, 3/2, 3/6. Pay attention to what we're doing though, because of the calendar, because we're not doing every chapter. So let me show you that. This is the course timeline I put in the PowerPoint. This is what you're going to use to the right chapters are on the calendar, right? But this, you'd see we're doing 3/1, 3/2, 3/6. So don't just start jumping in and doing a whole bunch of different chapters in the book. We're not doing every single chapter, right? We're not doing 3/10. We're not doing 3 till 3/6. So, pay attention to the chapters if you're working ahead. Don't do a whole bunch of chapters. You don't have time for that to, go back and do chapters but didn't assign. All right, and then let me show you where the inquisitives are here. When you log in, it will have you register. Obviously, I'm still registered, and the book will be there as well for you. It's not there for me. I just said this is how I set up the inquisitives. All right, and then chapter slides here. These are all for you to use. If it will come up, it's a very big file. These are right from the textbook, and then I've eliminated some of them because we don't have time to study every single work of art in every chapter. And you can see that this goes, on and on and on because the chapters are so big. This one goes from prehistoric all the way through Roman. which is almost half of the survey class. So I'm going to show you this as well. Hold on, let's see. So over here on modules, which is where you're going to find everything again. When you click on this, you'll find the links to things you need. So week 1 module, this is this week. You're going to do this as your first assignment, 3-1, and take the inquisitive. Thursday, 3-2, take the inquisitive. And then next Tuesday, you'll have this building project due. And that, when you click here, is here. There's the instructions, and there's a video I just made explaining the instructions, and I need to upload the slideshow next. So that's all the information you need for that module, right? So that's week 1. Week 2 is all here. Here's what I would recommend. I just showed you the chapter slides. I've already put the test 1 review sheet here. This limits the things that you need to know. So you could, when you go through the slide sheet, only take notes or pay attention to these things. So this is chapter 3.1 and 3.2. So that way it eliminates a lot of extra work that honestly you just don't have time for. So hopefully that is helpful to you to go look ahead at the test review sheet and know what to pay attention to these. So the first 2 weeks you have two chapters. They are long chapters, and you have an art project, a building project. You'll see the slides and video of what to do. There's examples on there, and then you'll also have a test. And that will take us keep going. I will get all of the rest of the weeks all set up for you with videos and handouts and things, but you're all set for 2 weeks until I open up the test. So hopefully you'll be able to find everything and get through everything. If you don't, please email. I'm on campus all the time, so I'm here for you. Just let me know how I can help. All right. Thank you.